I don't know what it's like in your area, but in our area they've closed down a number of sorting offices. So now if Royal Mail can't deliver a tracked item, you have to go with your driving licence or other ID miles and miles away. Well, from the packaging, which is as good as ever, you can see this is Hatton's delivery. This isn't a brand new item, it's just a livery variation. It's what I'm expecting. Yeah, I'm shaking the tea off there. And what we have is, let's see if I've got it there. Let's put some of the light on. Hope it doesn't get washed out. I'm not sure if I've washed it out with too much light. The Tarmac diesel Sentinel locomotive. It's the weathered one. Hornby number R3180. It's a DCC ready model. And this Sentinel, little Sentinel shunter, has been produced by Hornby for a little while now. And here we've got one in Tarmac with a delivery which peeled. So you will have seen them presumably before. Here we have the friendly packaging, and open that gently and look at what we've got. You know, an ugly little thing, but functional. And form and function together, when you consider this as a machine for doing a job, has its own beauty. I don't know why that's sagging so much. Straight out of the packaging. I'll have to have a look at that. It probably needs inserting. Yes, that's all. Lots. It's not cheap. 70 odd quid for a diesel locomotive, but lots of fine detail in the handrails, the grille, wipers, the detail under here, axle boxes, sand pipes, and some of that rigging underneath. Not quite sure what it's all for. And quite nicely weathered. And even that front grille that you can see through and see the radiator behind it, presumably. I'm just swapping around. Very pleased with that. 040, but I'm sure this is a new, completely new class of 040 in terms of how the chassis performs. And as far as I can see, not much movement of the wheels from side play. You wouldn't need that with 040 on a relatively short wheelbase. Looks like there are good pickups there. Right, that's that. It needs running in. Just zooming in so we can see some of the detail. That's the front of it. And those strange baffle plates. When you see a normal sideways on view, it looks as though the engine covers come right out, but in fact it's quite a narrow bonnet, and then those baffle plates at the sides. clearly some detail of the inside mechanisms. There we go, a bit more detail, and I really need to fix that coupling hook there. Now I've just pressed this rear coupling hook in the part there on the flexible bit that mounts. And notice that's not weathered, whereas if you look at the front coupling, it is weathered. The other thing is that there are one or two marks on the end there, on the buffer beam plate, whatever it's called. Handling marks probably more than anything else, where the weathering has been, I wouldn't say damaged, but it's been rubbed off a bit. Makes you wonder what's gone on there. Probably lost the coupling at some stage in the factory. Still, not likely to detract from how the model runs, and easy to correct if I need to add a bit of weathering to that coupling. It might be that we use the KD couplings if we're using it as a shunter on our layout that uses the KD. I'm just noticing down there the checker plate, quite nicely represented. Just a correction on the price. I thought it was more expensive. It turns out that this weathered version is £49 including delivery from Hatton's. Just thought I ought to correct that, because at the beginning of this quick unboxing I did say it's about £70. I was thinking of a completely different locomotive I've recently bought. Thank you.